going on, people? I thought just looking up information, research, real research, not just pulling up some right wing news publication and reading a headline and thinking it's fact and then start regurgitating it because that's what they want you to do. And you people aren't smart enough. And just so you know, when I say you people, just go ahead and insert MAGA on there. So you people, just so you know, there is actually, you can actually find all the information if you want to take the time to do so, or you can just continue to be, led around by your nose, and told what to hate and not hate and whatever. First off, I did a video talking about the tax cuts that aren't going to come. Actually, you and me and most Americans will pay between $1,400 and $1,700 more a year in taxes. I'm not going to debate you on it. You don't want to go look up the information for yourself. Just wait. It's coming. But I was looking at cuts that Republicans are planning on trying to push through to pay for their big tax cut for the wealthy. Their second one. They've already done a tax cut for the wealthy a few years ago, and they duped you into thinking they were going to help you. Theirs were permanent. Yours were temporary, just so you know. God forbid we make rich people pay their fair share. And the other funny part is everybody, all you takers, all you MAGA takers that want everything the government can offer, good roads, police, fire, strong military, all that stuff that costs money, but you don't want to pay no taxes, go fuck yourself. Grow up. Shit costs money. Shit costs fucking money. You buy a car, you don't walk into a car lot and say, hey, I want a car, and they hand you the keys. You got to pay for that shit. Government's the same way. They need vehicles for workers to do their job. Guess what? They have to pay for them fucking things. Stupid asses. But talking about these cuts, and this is going to affect, because I have family in Mississippi. I have family in Mississippi that will always vote R. They're hypocrite Christians, just like the vast majority of Christians in this country. You're all hypocrites because you don't even live by the book you claim that you love so much. And when it comes to poor people, you really don't give a shit, and that really goes against what is written in that book you love so much. So don't talk to me about your freaking that bullshit, because you're full of shit. You're all lying ass hypocrites. But let's talk about what they're going to cut. And again, I got family that use these programs. They work, but they live in a state like Mississippi where workers are they don't make good money. Just put it that way. Companies do not pay good money in Mississippi. There might be a couple industries down there where you might do decent, but for the most part, no. They pay shit down there. They always have. They've always voted Republican since the 60s. And they continue to bitch and complain about this, that, and the other while living in the state. They can, they have the ability to change it, but they refuse to because, I don't know. They're insane because they think they can keep doing the same thing and voting the same people back in office. And suddenly these people are going to pull their head out of their ass and turn around and actually do something for them. But they never do. But it's insanity. Go down there and stay a couple months. Your mind will just explode with the racism and all the other bullshit that goes along with them idiots down there. But talking about these cuts, and again, most of the poor states which are Republican, Arkansas, Mississippi, Texas, Alabama, Texas not so much, but Alabama, Louisiana, they all benefit from these programs. So if you live down there and you have any of these programs in your life currently and you voted Republican, you're a dumb fuck. Simple as it can be. You're just a dumb fuck. I gotta add a little light sun. I can't keep it moderated. Clouds keep rolling through. So yeah, but let's go over what they're wanting to cut. First thing is, let's talk about Social Security. He campaigned close to the end, but just before the election, that he was telling Republicans to leave Social Security, not to cut Social Security. Well, they figured out a way to do what they want to do without actually cutting it. He's promised to let you not pay taxes on your Social Security. And again, you takers that think you get something for nothing, they're doing that for a reason. Because in 2035, your benefits were scheduled to drop anyway. I think people were gonna start receiving 77% of their Social Security benefit, because at that point the fund will basically the trust fund would be depleted. They'd be running off the taxes they're bringing in, or be going right back out. So they figured out a way to affect that faster and make the cut bigger in 2035 by letting you not pay taxes on your Social Security. So you think he's giving you something. That's how stupid you are. You think that these assholes are giving you something. There's always an alternative motive when it comes to Republicans. Or I should say trumplicans. Because the way it stands now, you quit paying taxes on your Social Security, you stupid ass. Guess what? 2035, they're going to cut your freaking benefit by 35%. So if you're working right now and you got about 10 years or so left before you can retire, and you think you're going to have Social Security to retire on, well, get used to getting 35% less of whatever your benefit was going to be. You people are stupid. You're stupid. But this is what you voted for? Good luck to you. Will that affect me? Sure it will. And it pisses me off that the country is this dumb. And this goes toward you Palestinian protesting dumb shits that decided to do your non-vote or whatever the hell it was you were going to do in protesting against Biden because of what was going on in Israel and blah, 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 blah. Well, you get what you fucking vote for, you or not vote for, you stupid asses, because you're over here now wanting Biden to do something to protect your ass to keep you from being deported. Goodbye. If you were one of these idiots that decided, that have citizenship or here and can legally vote in an election, and you chose not to because of what was going on in Israel and somehow it was Biden's fault, go fuck yourself. You get whatever you get. And now you want Biden to save your ass? I got something for you. But I'm not going to do it because, I don't want anybody getting the wrong impression if I flip off the wrong person. So yeah, you get what you vote for, you get what you not vote for. And all you dumbasses that wouldn't vote for a woman because your male ego is just so fragile, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And to anyone just stayed home because they didn't want to vote for either, you can go fuck yourself too. But here, let's get to these cuts. Let's see, the first one here, these are House appropriation bills. This isn't their wish list. These are bills they've already written. They're ready to try to push them through. Take away funding for K-12 students in low-income communities and programs that make higher education more affordable. So there you go. The people you want the people in these poor communities to do better. Well, they're going to try everything they can to take that away from them. Why not? And you don't want to help people with higher education. You had a president that was forgiving student debt, and it wasn't good enough for you. Well, here you go. Now you get to pay for even more of your higher education. Go fuck yourself. Increase hardship for families struggling to pay rent by reducing funding for housing assistance. There you go. Let's increase our homeless communities. Let's make more tent cities around the country. Again, if you voted for the orange dipshit, good luck. Go fuck yourself. Exacerbate challenges for parents and providers by failing to make meaningful investments in childcare. You want them to have kids. That's what you're all saying now. I know people who never thought about abortion a day in their God blessed life that are now, so pro-life, they claim it, which is not pro-life. They're just pro-birth. And it's sickening just how easily you people are you're just mindless. You're mindless sheep. But you want them to have the kids. Period. And you're adamant that they hold down a job. But to do that, they may need help with child care if they don't have family that can help them. But the point, go fuck yourself, is basically what you've told them. So, or what they're telling them. So there you go. Hamper our nation's ability to address climate change and protect the environment by cutting funding for clean energy technology and programs that support clean air and water. We don't need clean air and water. I mean, it's snowing right now. If you get thirsty, go get you a bucket of fucking snow. What do you need clean water coming out of your tap for? And air? Just go get you an oxygen mask. Oh, mask. I'm sorry. I said mask. That was a 4-letter word. Oh, I really apologize if I've offended you. So forget the mask. Forget I said it. Get fucking imps. So there's that. Undercut critical government services, including Social Security Administration's ability to respond to inquiries and process applications for disability benefits. There you go. So if you've worked a hard job most of your life and now your back's shot and your knees are gone and your feet are gone, or you've developed cancer or something that's now put you on the sidelines where you really can't hold that kind of a job anymore, and you thought, well, there's disability, I can at least get that. No, you might still be able to get it, but they're going to make it as hard as possible, and it's going to take forever. Right now, it's about 2 years. It takes about 2 years from the time you file for disability to get it. 2 years. And they're going to make that process even longer and harder. So to those of you who voted Republican and might need these programs, let's all say it together. Go fuck yourself. Reduce funding for agencies that protect workers' rights. Because again, like the last video that was talking about the free trade agreement that he barely renegotiated, but they did put protections for Mexican workers in there as far as being, not discriminated against and being able to form a union. Well, that's Mexico. In America, they want to take away all of your ability to defend yourself when it comes to employment, and they sure as hell don't want you forming unions. So they're going to reduce funding for agencies that protect your rights. So if you're a Republican voting dipshit and your employer is screwing you over and you can't do nothing about it, go fuck yourself. And they're going to cut job training programs to help people develop new skills and boost their employment prospects. So all of you takers that don't want to pay taxes but want all the benefit of the government as usual, the ones that are always telling people to do better, they're going to cut programs that would allow you to do better. So that's just, this isn't a wish list. Again, these are appropriation bills. This is actual legislation they are wanting to pass. And they want to cut Medicaid. So if you have a child especially in the poorer states down south, and your child is on Medicaid, I hope I hope for your child's sake that they don't take your child's Medicaid away. But if you're a Republican dipshit that voted for this mess, them telling you what they were going to do to you, and you still did it anyway, because you were worried about abortions that you never cared about before, or all this other bullshit they got you focused on, the border, which turns out not to be the real issue, go fuck yourself. You get what you deserve. So I guess you better find a way to do better so that you can get insurance for your child. Because, food stamps. That's on their list of things to cut. SNAP benefits is what they're called. Food stamps. So again, I think Mississippi, 20% of the state is on food stamps. Go fuck yourself, especially if you voted Republican. You get what you fucking vote for, you dumb. We need a new word for that too, because dumb is just not, it doesn't describe just how lacking you people are. I had a conversation just to tell you how stupid people are in Mississippi. I was at Walmart when we lived down there, and my wife was inside buying some stuff. And I'm sitting there, and a guy was out there. He's getting carts. He works at Walmart. He's an older guy, and of course he stops, and because I look like this, he wants to start going over his Republican bullshit, and he's complaining about stuff in the state, cuts they were making in the state, and other problems that were going on in the state. And I looked at him. I says, "Do you vote Republican?" And he looked at me and he says, "Yes, I do," like it was a good thing. And I said, "You've been voting Republican your whole life?" He says, "Yes, I have." And I said, "You know what? Then you're the problem." And he looked at me and goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "You keep voting the same stupid asses back in office, thinking they're going to do something different for you and your state. And it just keeps getting worse. So whose fault is that? It's yours, you dumb shit." It kills me with these people. You just can't be this stupid. Let's recap. If you want government services, again, good roads, fire, police, all that stuff, big military, you got to pay taxes. Quit being a taker. Pay your share. And force your representatives to tax their rich buddies that should be paying a bigger share. And all the cuts, everything that they're cutting is stuff that will affect us, the average American citizen. While their buddies just dance around and they probably have a bed made of money that they roll on every night while laughing at the boneheads that allow them to keep raking in the dollars that they do. People are complaining about Zuckerberg, Mr. Zuckerberg. Well, don't use Facebook. And people were complaining about Musk. And, you're the ones that are allowing these people to do what they do because you keep voting for the people that protect them, that find every way in the world to make them assholes richer. And then you turn around and you still use their social media sites and all the things that make them money, buying them ugly ass Tesla cars that have no character to them whatsoever. But you keep doing that. Well, go ahead. You get what you get. You're just making them richer. Do you really need a Tesla? I don't. There's multiple better looking electric vehicles at this point. Hell, the Equinox at GM makes a freaking way better looking vehicle than God blessed ugly ass Teslas. And they're a third of the price. It's unreal. But anyway, that's my video. To all you Republican voting MAGA morons, good luck to you. Because this is going to affect all of us. You think that, for some reason, you stupid asses thought that the things that he was talking about doing in the end would not affect you. Just like these farmers and other idiots that are going to lose, would lose their undocumented workers if he was going to be able to do the deportation he's not going to be able to do. But now you're scared because you think it might happen. And it's going to possibly shut down your farming operation. Good. If this is what you voted for, him telling you what he was going to do, and knew that something like that would affect you if he actually did it, but you were so stupid into thinking that he wasn't talking about you and yours, go fuck yourself.